Yo, are we live? Yo, live, are we live? Yes, we are live. Hey, what's up, YouTube? And it is your boy Pao playing Genshin Impact on another day here at Game Life. And right now we're going to be talking about, this exciting news that's coming in, which is actually more of the 1.1 stuff, So, yeah. Hopefully, whoever's out there listening to this is actually interested in 1.1 and what's going to be happening. It's going to be really tight because there is just so much updates to be talking about. There is so much items we can actually tackle just by talking to 1.1. But before that, make sure to actually visit and look for that MiHoYo live stream that's going to be happening tomorrow, October 30th, plus 8 GMT Shanghai time. They will be showcasing a live stream of what 1.1 could be and will be. So yeah, that is something that you guys definitely should check out if you are actually interested in what's going to be happening in the future of the game. So 1.1, yeah. Hopefully, maybe we know somebody who actually speaks Chinese, so we can actually understand what's happening in the stream. Because at the moment, we may watch it, but we do not understand anything that probably will happen. So basically, then we will be taking visual cues from what's happening in the game. Anyway, today, yeah, we've been working on our battle pass throughout the few days. That's why I have always been asking you guys to actually check out your battle pass and make sure that if you actually are going for that battle pass item, make sure to actually upgrade it because the battle pass weapon is such a great item to actually have, especially if you guys are actually going for crit builds that are actually the battle pass item, which is for me it is the black sword. It will make things it will make things easier for me to actually play and build into the crit build because it has a 22% increase of crit rate. So yeah, and I am level 30 now, but I'm reserving to open that thing later on my other stream at Facebook later on tonight because battle pass weapons is really nice, man. If you don't have it, I suggest you do. Make sure that you actually are gonna make the battle pass cutoff, which is actually stated. I think right now it's 11 days more for the next battle pass cutoff, and whatever's been. Oh no, I'm done. That means I've already made 50k XP throughout the day here at my account. That means I've already made 50,000 weapon XP for today, which is one of the things that we're also going to be talking about here in the live stream, which is actually what happens later on above above AR40 and what is the best time to actually farm these items. Because right now I think I started farming around the AR35, which I actually saved up, had a dedicated time to my day of playing. Oh my god, and actually dedicated some time to actually farming these items on a regular basis to actually increase my chances of not farming them when you reach AR40 and AR45, because during those levels I think most likely I will be focused in farming for artifacts in my domains, which is in this case I am telling you guys, which is if you're gonna look here in my items inventory, I have saved around 24 fragile resin for it. So I've got 24 fragile resin, and I am saving that for when I reach level 40, adventure rank 40. So when I do, I can actually start farming artifacts, or maybe for some crazy reason, you're gonna be saving it some more. But I think I will be just going to AR40, and after that, start farming those artifacts. Because right now, there might be a chance that I will actually be dropped guys are having trouble, let's go back to the topic at hand, and we're talking about the updates, right? The updates to updates in 1.1 and how it's gonna actually pan out, especially when it comes to like the story. Let's go to the story first. What's up with the story? We will probably get a conclusion to what's gonna be happening to that story that we're actually started in Leeway in AR29, in which there's this dilemma of Rex Lapis being slain. And another one that we might be probably getting is that conclusion will probably end up in a boss battle with Child, which is actually going to be like I think the culmination of the Leeway chapter, and there will be a chance that we will be actually getting to fight Child in the Golden House, which is probably a locked version of the map, a little bit more south of Leeway Harbor. And with the story unfolding, we will get to see how the Patui's involvement, if you guys care about the story anyway, the Patui's involvement with what's happening around Leeway at that time, especially with the so-called death of Rex Lapis, the involvement of the other Adepti, and all that jazz will actually happen with a conclusion with us fighting Child. Not to mention that we don't really know if there is something in between that. If there is something in between what's happening with you meeting Zhongli, you meeting Ningguang, and you fighting Child. All the stories in between are still a big question mark for us. That's why what's happening right now is the only thing we know is we will have a boss battle with Child or Taraglia, which is actually gonna be one of the weekly battles that we can actually access. So he will be a weekly boss. No, we can actually battle, but that's a good thing, guys. Imagine we can get more out of our week, so there are gonna be 3 bosses that we can farm every start or end of the week. Oh my god, I'm stuck in the. But aside from that, let's move on to the characters and banners. If we're going to be following whatever has happened to the post beta, what they had was Zhongli and Ningguang, but things do get to change here in the global server, since it is the global release of the game. So I do think that maybe we will have Zhongli as a main, and probably Ningguang as a second, and 2 other people, pretty much just like Please banner, which actually features Noelle, Cinque, and Sucrose. Yeah. So we might be expecting a different banner from what we're expecting if we base all of our assumptions on what's been happening on the closed beta test server. Because there's just so much things that are also different from the beta test CBT server than the actual game. Even the rates of the characters, even the values of how the characters interact with the world, it's very different. Most likely, some characters have been nerfed as well. Anyway, let's move on to the characters. So one is we're going to be having Child, which is actually pretty much exciting. For some reason, I'm more excited about Child than actually Zhongli. Zhongli is, he's already hands down a good hero to have because of what he brings to the table. And I'm saving my stuff for Zhongli. All my roles are actually getting saved up for Zhongli. So I am very anxious to actually get there, because I think I will prop my fitting counter on the character banner for only 30 rolls. So I want to have Zhongli in my party, so I can abuse that double geo reaction, the shields, everything. Especially with what happened with the developer discussion, which shields will actually become a big thing in the upcoming new patch. That's why they were talking about shield mechanics in the dev talk. Anyway, that Child, however, what excites me about Child is basically the idea that child is a bow character. Yes, he uses a bow and he is a water element, but you know, bows being having high attack damage, but it doesn't really translate properly to characters like Amber, Venti, and Fischl because most bows attacks actually start around, let's say, 60, 65, 60% of its actual damage. That's why bows really don't translate well into range attacks. That's why the damage looks big on paper, but when it hits enemies, it's not that big. But here comes a time that if you have a bow character and you can translate that bow character, equip a bow, but use the bow as a melee weapon, pretty much like Child, like let's say Rust, which actually gives 40% more damage to you. It actually can be a little bit insane when he actually uses a bow weapon, but actually uses water daggers. But his damage will still scale from the bow, and it will be a melee attack. So I am looking forward to how that's gonna happen, how that's gonna translate well into the game. Because you know he might have insane attack values, especially with the idea that he can use bows and inherently use the abilities of bows, but actually the percentage of the attack is well better translated when used in melee attacks. So that might be a crazy thing that we might be actually looking forward to when it comes to Child. Next character that we've been looking forward to in 1.1 is Diona, which is actually the daughter of the dude in in Springvale, the guy with cat ears. That dude with with an ancestor who got frozen in time. So yeah, he's got a daughter. His name is Diona, and she is the bartender of the Cat's Tail Tavern in Mondstadt. Apparently, the only thing we know about her is she is a cryo bow user, and probably she will have some healing properties based on the poster that has a lot of what do you call it, healing symbols on it. So we are actually looking forward to also Diona and Xingyan. Xingyan. Xingyan is actually a Claymore Pyro user who's actually a rock star in the world of Leeway, which is actually what I'm weirded out that she is actually a Claymore user because so that means you already have two Claymore users. You've got your good old Diluc, and you're gonna have Xingyan. But the only background story that we have about Xingyan is she is a musician and she got banned performing in Leeway because she endangers the audience by actually using too much fireworks. So that's the only thing we know about her. Aside from that, she is a Claymore user and she is Pyro. And lastly, your good old Zhongli. If you've been watching the leak that came out in Twitter, that fight between Zhongli and Child, you will definitely see a little bit of the action on how Zhongli is actually a pretty much linear pole arm fighter, but that ability of his to actually turn damage into HP is totally insane, and I would want to get to know more about more stuff about that. And if you think about it, Zhongli and his ability to actually get minerals in just one click is already a good reason why you need to get the role for Zhongli. Because me as me farming minerals, it's been a pain in the neck to actually just like jump around, break minerals, and it takes so much time just to break them. So in other words, Zhongli with his ability, like passive ability to just like suck all the elements, all the minerals towards him is already a big plus in my book. Because that's a good utility-wise use of the character, and hopefully, he's also, pretty much he's got good move sets, and I am looking forward how much is he gonna play into it's like comboing with your team, even though he is Geo. That's why the entire Geo shield would probably be a welcome addition to the game, like especially when the new 5-star artifacts, 5-star weapons actually come out. The ones that actually have shield mechanics built in, like that giant, that claymore. That if you have a shield, your damage will be increased by 100%. I don't know if it's damage or attack, but anyway, that is still an insane stat to have for a weapon. But if it's attack, I think it's still good because everything actually bases off your attack. But if it's damage, oh my god, what the hell are we gonna be fighting? Why do we need something that doubles your attack? Aside from that, that's the only known weapon that's coming out. I mean, a weapon that actually has stats. So we don't really know how things are gonna pan out with the other weapons that are in the Geo set because compared to the Skyward set, if you're gonna look at the Skyward set, it looks like pretty much the Skyward set is based off Animo, and
Skyward set just looks cool.
you know, like if we're talking about the Geo set, actually like it's gonna look pretty rad because all of them look like it's actually like it's got Geo properties. If you guys have been tuning into our some of our content here in Game Life, there is we showed a leak of what are these things and how are the weapons looking. So I think you guys should definitely check that out. Another thing that we would be talking about is the new systems in place, which would probably be like that reputation system, man. Reputation system in which there will be a lot of new recipes, food items that is only inherent to your region is actually going to be used as prizes for having high reputations in the game. I mean, in a certain region. So each region will have a reputation system. So you may be really have a high reputation in Mondstadt and low reputation in Leeway. You know how it goes, but doing different tasks and different side quests will actually definitely increase your reputation in different kinds of regions. So you know, like doing more side quests, I think it might be tied into those quests that you just bumped into in the road. That all of these quests can actually help you increase your reputation. But I'm actually more interested with recipes and other things that you can actually get when you have a high reputation in the region. Because you know, like recipes, I'm very far behind from actually mastering 40 dishes, so I could get the cooking nameplate. But I do want to get that done. That's why I'm looking also forward to all that recipes that probably will surface as prizes when you have a high reputation in a certain region. And also there will be a new event which is actually a glider based event for you guys who actually like you know, gliding challenges here in the game. I think you guys are gonna be having a ball because like there are 7 race courses. I don't know if it's a race or it's just a challenge, but you know, there are 7 courses where you can actually compete in the game, and they will have a separate kind of prize, man. You know, so like look forward to that, especially if you like your you know, your gliding. I like my gliding, especially if I'm using Amber. Amber does feel like she is faster on air. That's why I want to use the gliding champion of Mondstadt. Oh, I don't like these things. Anyway, aside from that, what else? Aside from that, 4 new characters, the 1.1, the 1.1 story update. Oh yeah, we're also getting a mobile teleporter. A mobile teleporter, if we put it down wherever it is, we can teleport to it, and it will stay there for a good 7 days. I don't know why we need this actually. Well, there are some parts of the map that actually needs a teleporter, if you're asking me. But you know, like, do we really need it? Just like the mobile cooking set that they're gonna be giving in 1.1. Do we really need a mobile cooking set whenever we cook, we need to buy stuff anyway from the merchants? So I don't really think that it's a need because all of us probably go to town and cook there anyway. And cooking items on the go is something that we actually do if we really need to. Like, we steal cooking stuff from Hilly Churls and we cook using their utensils, which is a very weird thing if you think about it. You're gonna steal somebody's cooking utensils and actually cook in their camp. You don't even know where that shit's been, man. That's just crazy. Anyway, aside from that, mobile teleporter, mobile cooking station. Oh yeah, and there will also be a mobile. What do you call this? Aside from that, there will also be different kinds of items actually that help us find geoculi. You know, I know some of you guys actually have been looking for that and waiting for it. So there will be a leeway geoculi compass, and there will be a Mondstadt geoculi compass, and probably they also had shown a hint that there actually might be a chest compass. But going there right now, if I'm thinking about it, I'm AR39 and starting to get the AR40. Chests are really very hard to find by this time. And actually, when I just see one, that is just very sparingly. Sometimes I'm thinking about it. Is when you reach AR39 and 40, though you feel that chest is still a viable option to actually gain experience from. If because they're not that abundant anymore. It's not like when you hit AR35 that you kind of still see a lot of chests lying around. When you hit around AR40, it's kind of bleak. You're still looking for chests, and right now, like yesterday, the entire day I was playing, I only saw probably 2 chests. Every time I do my entire farming run, that spans pretty much the entire map. Because I do kill all the elites and bosses every day, and I go through that run daily. So I think if I've seen a chest, maybe 1 or 2 from the entire days roaming around in the world of Tevat, I think chests really aren't the way to go anymore when you are at that level. I do think your daily is gonna be about your dailies and spending resin and your dungeons. But one thing that I really want to talk about when it comes to getting to that level is actually what to do. I mean, because if you're gonna check out, go to your go to Genshin Impact Fans Wiki and look at how much resources are you gonna need to actually upgrade your talents and your characters. And if you look at that, how much, like let's say 1 talent when you are already AR40 and your character is level 80, and you do want to upgrade your talent going from talent level 6 to level 7 will cost you about 6 gold books. 6 gold books. An RNG drop from Devalin and the Wolf, which is actually quite scary because if you're gonna think about it, you will only have 1 chance to farm 1 item from them every week. And since they have 3 different RNG drops, let's say Devalin, you have the Devalin's Plume, Devalin's Tail, Devalin's Claw. So let's say you have 3 kinds of Devalin items and they only drop once a week. You need only the Plume, but most of the time it drops you the Nail or the Tail. So you know you will get really frustrated with just trying to get your talents up later on when you hit AR40. So yeah, raising those talents up not is only annoying, but it was also expensive. Because you know, from what I saw, like each level, I think level 6 to 7 is 120,000 Mora, and level 7 to level 8 is 240,000 Mora, not to mention the RNG drop and the gold books that you need. So pretty much, I think this is actually the real face of the game already, and this is how actually things will actually use these cards to handle as long as we stay in the game. So pretty much gone are the days that like you can see a lot of hand holding and a lot of hand holding and a lot of you know, baby steps that are given to us by MiHoYo. And here comes the real look of the game, which is actually the life after AR40, and it is now what the game is really gonna be in the end game. aside from that, aside from the story, which I'm actually looking forward to, there is also this thing called condensed resin. Because they will be giving us some kind of pouch which we can actually store resin, convert original resin that we have. For like example, right now I have 55. If I'm not going to be playing for the next few days, I can put that 55 resin into this bag and it will convert original resin into something called condensed resin. And I don't know how that really helps us because I don't know how much cap does that thing have. But still, you know, it's really not about the amount of containers that we have for resin. We all know that the problem with the resin system is actually the amount of resin that we have, meaning how much resin per minute do we actually get. So basically, it's one tick of resin per 8 minutes. So if they actually could lower that down to about, let's say, 5, maybe 5 minutes per tick of resin, that would be so nice. Because that's gonna help us a lot in, you know, like just doing stuff. And another thing about what's gonna be happening with the domains, we can now actually pay the domains 40 resin instead of 20, but it's gonna give us double the loot. So I don't know if you guys are up to that. Do you think it's a good? If you guys think it's a good deal, double the loot inside of the domains for 40 resin. Is that better? I think it's just better for their servers, so they don't need to match make like crazy, and we don't also need to do things that we're gonna be doing a gazillion times anyway. Because farming domains is all about, you know, getting the right artifacts with the right substats, and I think it's actually a very long process that we're gonna be doing anyway. So I think they actually want to lighten the load on the servers by just actually accepting double the payment for double the rewards. So what do you guys think about these things, which is actually like the new things? Oh yeah, they're also giving us finally maybe the artifact lock system, so we cannot feed our artifacts to other artifacts when we are upgrading. Man, that took a while, you know, for them to actually implement this, because this one, I think it's one of the first things that a lot of players of the game actually was asking, if they can actually provide a system where we can lock artifacts and prevent artifacts from being fed to different artifacts that we're upgrading. And well, it took them quite a while. Anyway, aside from that, I'm not really totally sold out with the idea of condensed resin, especially if there are most of the people out there actually log in twice a day, spend their resin twice a day, because it just takes so fast to actually spend the resin. So I think it's really easy for us to actually just, like, you know, log in, fight some bosses, raid some domains, and be off. Turn the game off again and probably log on again in a later time in the evening or afternoon and spend the resin again. But there are people who are playing this game, I think, far more than what the developers actually expected people to play the game for. That's why I think those are the people who are actually like really clamoring for a resin raise. The resin raise. Yeah. Raise your resin. So aside from that, I think we've pretty much tackled about a lot of things about 1.1, and if you do want to see what's going to be happening on 1.1, please do try to find their stream that's going to be happening tomorrow, October 30th, plus 8 GMT Shanghai time, 8 p.m. It's going to show us a sneak peek of how 1.1 is going to be played, and hopefully we get to watch it, and actually we're just going to be taking visual cues, because we don't speak Chinese, so we do not understand anything that they're going to be saying. So I think that's something that, you know, like if you guys really want to get that piece of information about what's new, what's going to be happening, I think that is a good place to start. But unfortunately, unless you understand Chinese, I think it's going to be hard. But, you know, just taking visual cues from what's going to be happening in the stream is nice because I think there will be a short animated movie featuring Dane Sleeve. Dane Sleeve, you know, the rumored brother of Fischl that actually came from another world. They have the same hair. They also have both eye patches. So I do think maybe this animated movie with Dane Sleeve being involved is somewhat gonna be like an indicator on how things will actually be panning out the story in different other chapters of the game after the leeway. Because things might change like really fast, and the story is something that some people actually like to listen to. Yeah, I like the story. But according to my friends who are actually Honkai Impact players before, it took some time for them to actually move the story. Even until today, they haven't revealed who are the 14 whatchamacallits in Honkai Impact. But I'm just hoping that the story of Genshin would be a little bit more ironed out. So when it comes to the content with the story, it's actually going to be a really great experience. Of course, we only want a better experience with our free-to-play game, free-to-play, free game that is powered by all the whales in the world. Because if 1.1 is going to be coming, like everybody knows the 1.1 is going to be coming November 11, so we're going to have like another one update on December something, and the Lantern Rite Festival also coming in February. So yeah, I don't think that Shao is coming anytime soon because he's gonna get a rework. Especially if you guys have been checking out what his abilities were in the closed beta test. Because before he was the only character to actually have a plunge attack. Now everybody in the game has a plunge attack, so which makes Shao if they're gonna use the same kit, I think he's not gonna make Shao any more special than what he is. So I think Shao's gonna get a major upgrade. So whatever you've seen in the CBT videos on YouTube, it won't be what the Shao that we're gonna be getting. It's not that. I think you will get probably an upgrade to make him a worthy addition, a worthy 5-star to your team. A worthy 5-star addition to actually, your team lineup. So aside from everything, what am I really excited for aside from the characters? Because obviously, the characters is something. The characters and banners is something that you guys are definitely looking forward to. But what makes the game really exciting on the update is I think the reputation system. The reputation system is gonna give a lot of players different things to do in the game while the resin is down. So I think it's gonna be like a really nice addition to the game. So there is non-resin related content when you are wandering the open world, searching for stuff to do. Because in the end, we can't just do and farm mobs all day, every day. Because it is kind of getting repetitive, even though that I've been doing this for probably like 2 weeks already. So just going around the map, looking for chests. During that was like AR35. And oh yeah, guys, if you're really getting ready for your AR40 upgrade, do make ore every day because you can only make as much as 50,000 weapon XP every day. So we're talking about turning those minerals into ore. There's only a cap of 50,000 every day. So it will run out once you reach around AR45. You will run out of weapon XP. Just like the way that you're gonna run out of experience books when you reach AR40. Because making 2 characters to level 80 is gonna suck your resources dry, not to mention your Mora. Well, talking about Mora, I'm really happy that we actually got the Battle Pass because if not for the Battle Pass, the Battle Pass actually gives around 2 million Mora. So using that battle pass, getting that battle pass goodies is actually a big help in the game. So if you guys plan to get the battle pass still, and I do suggest checking in your current battle pass level and check out if you can you can complete the battle pass in the allotted time, which is I think now is 11 days. Yeah, let's check out 11 days. Let's check out the battle pass. How long will it still be there? 11 days. So 11 days. So if you're gonna check out, every week you have a XP limit of 10,000. So that's 10 levels of your battle pass. So you need to check what level are you and know based from that how much levels are you still gonna get, or how much items are still viable to actually receive as goodies from the battle pass if ever you actually decide to get the battle pass this late into game. But anyway, you can always wait for another 10 days, 11 days until the battle pass resets and get the new battle pass, so you have another chance to actually get so much goodies. Like right now, favorite goodie that comes from the battle pass is actually the battle pass sword, which has crit rate as its crit rate as its #1 stat. I know most people don't really care about it, but like it's easier building into this sword. It's called the black sword. Once you level it up to level 70 or level 80, it's gonna give you plus 22.3 crit rate. That is 22.3 crit rate that you don't need to actually think about when you are building into your character. Especially like this is enough to actually get your crit rate to probably around 40. If your character has shit substats, pretty much like me, it's gonna increase your crit rate, and critical damage is so much better to look at when you are playing rather than just plain damage. Big numbers, man, big numbers. But like most people say, but your sword is weak. It doesn't have like a. You don't really have like something that increases its damage when we're talking about its stat. I mean, its primary stat, which crit rate. Because some other swords actually have physical damage, like the Rancor that I'm using right now. But you need to check it out that it already has this increased damage dealt by normal and charge attacks by 20%. So I think that is already like a buff. And we're talking about damage here, guys. It is not attack. Increasing your attack by 20% is way smaller compared to increasing your damage by 20%. Because when we're talking about damage, it means everything. You're including your artifact computations, your bonus damage. All of that together is called your damage. Compared to when we talk about attack, it is the base attack of your character. And if you see it, like if you're looking at your character stats, if you look at here, the white one is your attack, and that's your base attack, and the entire damage is actually the 612 plus 899. So you just imagine how big that is, and if we're including the bonus damages, that actually like increases to plus 28%. In my case, plus 28% of all of that to actually create the final number. That's why if I hit like pretty much 100% of my damage, I will get around, let's say, 1,700, 1,800. Sometimes I get lucky and I get 2,000 per attack, which isn't bad in my opinion for a character that actually has a lot who has still shit artifacts, and it's really something that I actually plan to actually fix once I hit level 4, eventually rank 40, so I can actually get more consistent damage out of my character. Because I've seen a gene that actually does 7,000 per attack, so that's crazy shit, and I want that too. So like building your characters into a crit build is actually something that I do suggest. Not only taking advantage of the critical, also taking advantage of that bonus damage, which actually is, bestowed upon people who are really really lucky when they roll. Because apparently now I still don't have a critical damage cup. I mean a physical damage cup. I have been like hoping that I would get one, but unfortunately I haven't. I haven't had the chance to actually get one until now. So yeah, like but right now, let's say my gene, the artifacts I have is half gladiator and half berserker. But if I've got like shit artifacts like this one, there's no critical rate there. There's no critical. There's no crit here, except for the main stat. Substats. I have like 11 crit damage here, which is the only good thing about it going on for this item. And here I have crit damage plus 5.6 and crit rate plus 5.3. So this is the partially nice artifact that I have. And I have a flower that gives me some crit rate and crit damage and flat attack. So far that's what my character has right now, and she's doing okay. Like that okay when you're kind of like you're just sad about it, and it's just okay. It's not really it's not stellar. It's not mind blowing, but it's just okay. So what do you guys think about your card builds for your character? Because I think sooner or later we here at Game Life are going to be doing build videos. We're going to be uploading short format build videos to help you guys actually build more into your character and actually understand why attack is simple, but it is not really the end all be all of building your characters here in Genshin Impact, which is probably one of the best things about this game. That there is just so much possibility in how you can build your characters into. Like, I want a high HP defense Diluc. Oh man,
something.
Since all of the items that the game is giving us is all about HP and defense, might as well build an HP defense Diluc. Oh, so what you doing that for, bro? I'm just doing it for the views, man. So people can flame me on the internet and say, "What a dumbass." Like, and I'm gonna make a thumbnail, and it's all gonna be in bold red font, and it says, "Mind blowing HP slash defense percent Diluc." Oh my god! I'd click that if I saw that. Like, it's like, what the fuck is this guy doing? No.
Who's this dumbass?
Who's this dumbass upgrading his Diluc based on HP and defense? So yeah, that's something that I look forward to doing. Wow. But that means you're gonna max all those gold artifacts, which actually increase HP and defense to level 20, and it will turn you broke, man. It'll turn you broke. Unless you are pay to win. Oh yeah, if you guys are wondering if I am free to play or play to win, I am actually in between. I am not really free to play, but I am also not play to win. In other words, the things that I purchase in the game are pretty much like the Battle Pass, the daily blessing that actually gives me 90 primo gems every day. Pretty much, it is not the play to win scenario, and it is also not entirely free to play. So that's how I am. That's how I am rocking my current setup. So I am just hopefully, getting by the game. But like I am pretty happy about where my character is right now. I mean, how my team is built. Though, like I understand how much hardship and how much it costs to actually understand how costly it is to actually upgrade your characters. But this is actually my second my second account, my first account actually has it's AR38, and I ran out of money. I ran out of Mora there. I also ran out of Mora. I ran out of experience books. I also ran out of weapon experience ore, because during that time, what happened was I didn't understand yet how to play the game properly. So I was upgrading everybody. So in the end, it was like I was thinking, hey man, maybe I'm gonna build my perfect team, and my perfect team, I'm gonna build them, and I'm gonna level all of them up to level 60 and level 70, and it's gonna be cool, yeah. Until I ran out of stuff, so I hit that brick wall around AR38 to AR38, yeah. And when that happened, I felt that my character, my account, suddenly had this weird stagnation, and I felt that I was just farming ley lines every day for a week, and it didn't feel good. And I told myself, "Fuck this! I'm just gonna make a new account, and just gonna do it right this time." So this is how this account actually came into being. So after that, I learned my lesson, and like I've been having so much efficiency in this account that I am happy, and it's actually bleeding in. I'm actually starting to feel like how the efficiency is actually going to be helping me later on in the game. Like for example, if I wanna, I have I have 24 fragile resin, which is ready to go. That's going to be used when I will actually be farming artifacts later on, because I saved my fragile resin to actually farm artifacts later on in 8R40. Another optimization that I have been planning for is actually, yeah, all of these things, all of my mats. I've been trying to farm really. If it's a mat that I need for my character, like let's say Jane, I need my dandelion seeds. I need 60 of them later on to upgrade them later on in the game, and I've already farmed 150 of them. Same with small lampgrass. I need that for official. I need 45 from 70 to 80, and 80 to 90 will need 60. So I've already farmed that too. So if it involves anything with my characters that are actually my main damage, my main DPS characters, I am farming it like crazy. What?
Make a thing.
Oh, it's not here. Um, aside from that, if you see my ore is pretty low, because I turned them into um, or XP weapon XP ore all the time. I mean, I try to max it daily. So if you go here, I have 1081 Mystic enhancement ore and 845 Fine enhancement ore, which will be ready for to actually. That's only for two weapons, uh, moving them to level 80. That is reserved for those two things. And if we're gonna go here, I've got about 342 purple talent. I mean XP books, and 350 blue XP books. So all of those things, aside from also those items like fragile bone shards, and all of those purple items that I need, I've already been farming them daily since AR35. And I do suggest that you guys actually get into the habit of farming all of these things while you are AR30 to 40, because it is the best time to actually farm these things. Why? Because the enemies don't hit that hard yet. Because later on, I'm just telling you, when these creatures, the hilly churl that right now you're just bullying when you hit them, and now when you hit them back, they hit back when they're already at AR45. They're A level 82 hilly churls. I've seen people get one shot or two shot by the big Mita churl, especially the lava churl. You can die pretty fast in those levels. And we're talking about characters that are already level 80. The Abyss Mages do not flinch anymore when you bash them. So yeah, getting ready for those levels are something that I do suggest doing right now. So right now I'm also farming. I'm not only farming my ore. Some people do suggest, if you're looking at other content creators, they do suggest that you do ore farming pretty much on a single day. Wait for the crystals to actually refresh. But for me, I do suggest trying to farm these things daily, so you can get as much cooldown from them as possible. And on another note, some people actually also suggest going to other worlds and farming these things. Like if you have a friend, tell them, hey, can, can we like farm your ore? So we can, you're gonna farm also in my world, so I can get twice the ore every day. So I actually can keep on producing mystic enhancement ore. So when I reach AR45, I will not lose out on all of these good things. And if I get a new weapon that I want to upgrade, I won't lose out. I will just have the ability to actually increase my ore, increase my weapon level, and upgrade them if I need to. Oh my god, I can't wait for what's gonna be happening soon, man. Since I'm only like 30 points away from proccing my pity draw, I am excited to actually what's gonna be happening on that area of the game, because like yeah, like I think I'm gonna be reserving about 30 rolls for 30 rolls for Zhongli, and that's what I'm looking forward to. Looking forward to in terms of preparation for when that time comes. Anyway, all right. I was just like checking if if my browser had. Anyway, let's move on forward. And right now, I'm just doing my rounds. I'm just doing my daily my farm route. I mean, it's not a farm route that I've actually like copied anywhere. I just made this farm route up. Like, how is my farm route set up? My farm route is set up based on the map. If you see, my map has all the monsters marked on them. Monsters that actually the drops that I need. In other words, all these monsters have the drops that actually I need to farm before actually for upgrading your weapons and upgrading your ascension. So I go through the route every day, so just checking out like how much items that I actually need. Like I just kill them and farm them and kill them and farm them every day again. So true farming, man. Like it's like, you know, like Harvest Moon farming. Anyway, like right now we're moving here to just pick up some minerals if there is minerals here, because I knew I farmed them yesterday, so pretty much whatever I'm going to see here today is nothing. I'm not expecting to see minerals here anytime soon. Oh no, I hang around. Anyway, like going back to what I said, I'm building into a crit build here with Gene, and I'm really excited to actually like upgrade her pretty much sometime soon. So actually I could get more consistent hits, more consistent damage, bigger numbers. Especially when I get the chance to actually farm gold artifacts later on in the game, which is going to be coming soon. I am how many percent am I? I only have 75% more to go before I actually hit AR40. So that's pretty close. So I'm really like you know, preparing for it, you know, in a way that I do not want to spend my time uh, like grinding out mobs at AR40. I want to be spending my time hunting for artifacts, or so I could like slowly get a fully realized character at level that's on level 80, or probably I'll just stick to level 79 for them. So at least the XP that I'm getting is going somewhere at least. But like if you, alright, here's a question. If I absolutely level my characters every day, if I grind all the mobs, every day, will my character level up that fast? And there is this, the most efficient route so far, I think, is 32,000 character XP that can be gleaned every day from actually just doing mob runs. I think the copy of the route is on Reddit. So that means you can get 32,000 experience from just killing all the mobs every day, right? So let's go to our talent books. To our XP books. One purple XP book is 20,000 XP. Two purple XP books is more XP than you can grind out spending how many hours every day killing mobs. So you just need to think about that. Two purple books is more than my entire day's worth of hard work killing mobs. And you need more than two to upgrade your character. You will need more than two. So in the end, it is not worth your time to actually run around the map grinding character XP from your mobs, because in the end it is moot and you will just you're just gonna hate yourself, man, unless this is the thing that you do. Like you like killing, you like grinding out mobs, maybe that's the thing that you do, and you don't have anything better to do in life. Yeah, why not? Do you? I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to do. I'm just saying that it is very, very time consuming and very, very tedious for the rewards that you're gonna get. That like I'd rather suggest you look for a way to get two purple books. I just love doing that. Getting two purple books and then grinding the entire freaking day for about 32,000 XP, and just get two purple books and get 40,000 XP. Are you guys getting what I'm saying? Is it like getting through somehow? So, aside from all of that jazz, I think like if you're actually because when you try hard, doesn't mean you don't try hard smart. But I'm just saying, if you're gonna try hard, be smart about it. Be smart for as much time, or how much time you're spending in the game. Because eventually, we're talking about time here, and time is time. Oh man, I got stunned. Frick, I hate it when that happens. Cancels my guild rate. Anyway, hopefully whatever you guys are, whatever you guys are building into, I hope that you guys are at least having as much fun as you have in the game. Because it's the reason why you should be playing the game, because you're having much fun. You're having fun. If you're not having fun, why play the game? Anyway, the other day we had another conversation in our stream in YouTube. In Facebook. And a lot of people are asking us, I don't have my character. I don't have the character that I want. Do you think I should re-roll for my character? Re-roll until I get the character that I want. I said, yeah, man, because if you're talking about if you're gonna be re-rolling for the character that you like and want, like what's the point playing the game if you're not playing the game with the character that you want? In other words, you're just gonna be looking at the character every day, and you're gonna be saying, "Oh my God, I don't have that person," or "I don't have that character," or "I wish that character was mine." Like you won't like your party as much as you like him when you have the characters that you want in them. But there's also that there needs to be a realistic standpoint from that. It doesn't mean that like I'm telling you to roll for the entire until you get a party of all 5 stars, which is crazy and probably very very not impossible but highly improbable. But what I'm just saying is you get the main character that you want, the character that you're gonna turn into your main DPS, roll for that character until you get it. That is definitely something that I could bank on. But rolling for 4 or 5 star characters during the start of the game, I don't think so. Well, if you are into re-rolling and do that shit, man, if you like doing it. But what I'm saying is like, instead of enjoying the game already, you might be spending your time chasing something down the rabbit hole, and not enjoying the game because you're just chasing the rabbit down the rabbit hole, and the deeper and deeper you go. So there are moments where you just need to stop, appreciate what you have, and play the game. Start enjoying the game. In other words, start living, man. Instead of just like, re-rolling and re-rolling in the hopes that you will actually get all those characters. But what I'm saying is like, just get one character that you really like, build upon that, build your team around that, give them a good weapon, and enjoy the game. Because you might be stuck, trying to get all those really cool characters, but you're losing out on actually experiencing what the game should actually be. So that's just sad. So the best thing to do is get one character, that character that you think you like the most, roll for that, and when you roll for it, and you get that character, just build your team around them, make that character like since he's gonna be your main damage dealing character, fix that character up, soup him up, build your team around him, and enjoy the game.
Look at me. Just once.
Because honestly, I actually originally I wanted to get a razor. I wanted to have a razor, and so bad. And I still don't have a razor now. But you know what? What I rolled? I rolled into a G. And I just ended up, okay, I'll just play this. I'm looking for a razor, but ended up getting a Jean instead. But the more I played her, I actually kind of like the way she actually plays, so now I'm stuck with her. Doesn't mean I don't like Jean. I just wish I had a razor, but like right now, even if I had a razor, where am I gonna put him in my team? Because I've already built my team around Jean, and I don't know how to fit razor aside from Abyss. And I'm just thinking how much resources will I need to actually build him. Even though if I get a new character that I really like right now, it's really hard to build that character because of resource problems. Because eventually all your good artifacts will go to your main DPS. All of your other items will go the hand-me-downs from that main character. Your main DPS will actually go to your second DPS. Well, in my case, it's special, and all the hand-me-downs will go to her. So yeah. Aside from, I start getting hand-me-downs from Fischl. If I get better artifacts from her, I mean for her, maybe then will I start actually building somebody else. But as of the moment, I've not built anyone else except for 2 characters, and I'm almost level 40, and I am just saving all my resources and my more to actually prepare for the idea that I might need to upgrade them to level 80 soon. And maybe I'll get another character at level 70. And probably one character at level 60. I don't know. Maybe a support. But most likely it's gonna be 280s, or 180 and 270s. It's gonna be my AR40 build. So I can save up all of my resources in case that I want my characters to actually be leveled up. Since you only usually use one character in the game anyway, which is your main DPS, and you only need those supports when you need a little bit reactions. That's why don't waste all your resources spreading yourself too thin in this game too early. Because building your team will take a lot of time. Like even me, I want to actually build. I want to build Disa. I can't build her because I only have this game. You can only have so much resource and actually just build so little characters. So I do suggest if you're gonna be building, make a good choice. Look for that character that you like. Build it. And build the team around them. Because I spent probably 3 weeks on my first account, and I lost sleep over that account. And from what I'm just saying, I think if I knew what I knew now, I would probably have chosen a little bit better. If I already know the knowledge that I know now about the game, most likely I would have made different decisions that actually would have led to a more productive account, rather than just losing so much time, losing so much effort and so much time on an account that I probably just trashed because I just mismanaged the economy. Fixing that econ, man, it's really important. So hopefully, whatever your economy is you're building into, whatever character that you building into, hopefully it's gonna be successful. That you won't feel that you've been cheated by the game, or you hit the brick wall. Because right now I'm pretty happy with the way that I've actually built this new account, and I've taken all the steps that I need to actually make it as efficient as possible, compared to just YOLO playing. Anyway, one thing that I don't know if you guys would agree with me. I do believe that your second DPS should be an archer, because if you have an archer, you have those you fight the Oceanid here, this guy here, having an archer in the Oceanid to kill those damn birds, man, is essential. If you don't have a archer and that thing the birds attack you, oh my god, you're gonna get eaten alive. So what I suggest is building at least, well, this is what I believe in, right? If you can have somebody you can actually attack those birds, even though he's a melee character, go for it. But I do suggest that having a archer as a second DPS helps a lot, especially if you need to create distance from your enemy, trying to heal up, but still having that ability to continuously lay down some damage from afar like that. If the pennant goes far, you can just go far and you switch to your archer. Then if it goes near again, you switch to your melee character. But this is just this is just me, my opinion about like what's a good secondary DPS should actually be. So right now I'm just killing on the monsters, all the important monsters that I think which is really important here at Stormterror's Lair. So yeah, like if you guys are like like doing, if you guys are like also farming every day, if you have some tips that you want to share, please do. Put it down in the description box below. I'd really much like what your guys' take on it, on the everyday grind is. Like right now, I need your mask, I need your arrowhead, your defining scroll. Oh yeah, I haven't tried the poetry reading yet. Did you guys try the poetry reading? Damn. I want to try the poetry reading yet. Because it's a quest and I don't have it. But it would be really interesting to actually have the poetry reading quest with the Hilichurls. Not considering the fact that probably you've slain hundreds and thousands of their kind, and you're just gonna be reciting poetry with them. It's just really ironic, man. It's ironic, See the irony? You've been killing them for quite some time, then like you're a bane of their race, and you're gonna you're gonna recite poetry with them. For me, that's just screwed up. I don't know what's in their minds. Why these Hilichurls want to shake your hand when you've killed thousands, but not thousands of Hilichurls. Maybe it's a subliminal message, man. You let us rape you, then later on shake my hand because we're supposed to be friends. Let me take whatever belongs to these Hilichurls and later on shake their hands in peace. Because I feel entitled to these items. These are my items. According to ancient texts, this item belongs to me. Ancient history dictates this item belongs to me, man. That's just twisted. Anyway, have you guys saw the hoax that Paimon's dead? That's crazy shit. I mean, I didn't believe it because I didn't even click it because a storyteller or a writer. It's been taught to us that there are some things called story devices, and Paimon, however, is a story device for the character, your main character, Ether and Lumine. Paimon is actually a storytelling device for them because Paimon reflects their inner thoughts and what they actually feel. So instead of the lines that they just say, but Paimon is actually that character. It's like their conscience talking to them when they're doing stuff. That's why you select a lot of. That's why Paimon has those weird moments when she actually like starts giving excerpts or choosing between two different decisions that actually will actually affect the story, or doesn't really affect the story, but it just affects the way that things react to you or how you answer things. Because Paimon is actually a storytelling device, and for me, if he actually killed a Paimon, that is like super impossible because yeah, she is a storytelling device, and it would be really hard for the characters to actually, for your main character to develop without the help of Paimon throughout the story. That's why when I heard that they said they killed Paimon, I didn't really believe it because I knew it was just probably clickbait. But you know what's clickbait? I'm gonna stop playing Genshin Impact, man. I'm gonna stop spending money on this game. I'm just gonna be, I'm gonna be a free-to-play player. You know what? Do I enjoy playing this game? Yes. Do you think I need to spend money on this game to get ahead? Yes, within a certain limit. Yes. Do you think free to play is the way to go? I think free to play is the way to go if you don't have a choice to be free to play. If you don't have a choice to be free to play, and free to play is the only way that you can actually play the game, go. Is it okay to play to win? Pay to win. I mean, it's okay to pay to win, but please define the word of winning in this game. Because there is no leaderboards, there's no PvP. Define winning. Does winning mean me just killing the mobs about 3 seconds faster than the other guy? Is that the definition of winning? So I don't really know, man. Like, if you're gonna ask me about like how I see what winning in this game feels, I think it's about actually setting an expectation for yourself and achieving that expectations and building it. I think that's how you win in this game. Like for example, let's just go here. You know, like it says achievements, right? Like let's say getting this to 100%. For me, that's part of winning. Oh my God, I'm just 20% away from actually getting this. I only need to do 20 domains with people, and I will get the unit. That feels like winning. But killing enemies about 2 to 3 seconds faster than the other one. I don't know. I think the entire winning scenario is created by all of your friends who are also playing Genshin Impact. And when you look at what they're doing, and they're just having better rolls than you, bigger damage, better characters, you feel that you're losing. But actually, it's not. Come on, man. These guys have these people just have better rolls than you, better luck than you. We freaking farm the same dungeons, man. We freaking farm the same dungeons. So if your friend is getting better artifacts than you, the only thing you need to do is just try to farm artifacts too. Maybe you'll get better artifacts than him. Because we all farm the same dungeons, man. So it's either it's just shit luck or dumb good luck or whatever. Everything is RNG when it comes to the artifacts. So sometimes, if you want to define how do you win in Genshin Impact, I think it's about feeling good about yourself. I think that's the real answer. If you're setting this expectation that maybe you'll get this and you'll get that, and getting there through the journey of actually hard work grinding those artifacts down and getting the a more consistent damage with your character. I think that's how you win. Oh shit! I hate that when that happens. When I jump and I do a plunge attack, and suddenly some dude stops me because I got hit by an arrow in the forehead. That's tough. You know what these guys reminds me? They remind me of those little creatures in Diablo. In the open world in Diablo, like the Rakanishu. Rakanishu. Yeah, those guys. You know, like Hilly Turtles remind me of the Rakanishu people. I used that moniker for a long time in when I was still playing competitive um, first-person shooter.
Oh my god.
Let's give it some time. Let it breathe. Let it breathe.
No, the computer.
Really?
It's not a software. I can't outline.
Just don't move it for a while. Press numlock.
Everything's off.
Oh, the entire keyboard lost light, right?
Yeah. This one too.
Whoa.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
In hand.
it hang. Because if your keyboard is still responding, like the numlock the light can go on and off, but right now I'm looking at the keyboard, it's all off.
It's not even turning on.
All right, just give it like 10 seconds. Discharge components.
Oh my god!
Anyway, so I think that is what's really nice about the game.
Do you think it's possible to get 200% critical damage?
I think so, yeah. Because like let's say in bows, you can get like let's say if you're gonna use like let's say sharpshooter's oath, that gives you already 64%.
What?
Sharpshooter's oath.
64% critical damage?
Yeah, because what do you call this? A weak point hit is considered a critical, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't count in the stat. I'm talking about the stat.
Meant stat. I don't know if they can actually get it. You can probably get all god rolls on 5 gold artifacts. Maybe. Because you got like how much in a gold artifact which does crit damage, maximum, and you get a weapon that actually increases crit damage as its main stat. Where am I going? I've already killed these guys. Oh, I'm gonna go that way. I'm actually on the right track. So, I mean, like if you want to build your character into a certain way, and you know,
That's winning.
that's winning.
When you reach your goal.
Like it's not, you know what's like, there are stupid goals. Stupid goals do exist in this game, guys. Like, I want to C6 the Luke, man.
Yeah, that's a stupid goal.
I want to C6 the Luke. You know what? I'm gonna be like super awesome player. I'm gonna be like, come on. If you say that you got a C6 the Luke and posted it online, everybody's gonna look at it because you know why? The chances of that happening is almost nearly impossible.
Yeah, especially without the look in the banner.
Like, but if you have a Diluc banner, maybe that is possible. But like, just in the standard banner, and you're just gonna be rolling and rolling. Just posting that's gonna garner a lot of attention, man. Because it's like everybody knows. You've seen people who rolled like crazy for how much, and they still does not get the character that they want. That they want. It's a gotcha game, bro. There's gotcha hell.
Looks like I missed it. This isn't good.
Let's give this guy a headache.
You need to hurry up.
With Mona. He's wasted. But anyway, that's like, find your goals in the game. You know, like for us, say for me, what are my goals in the game? Goal in the game is actually have fun with friends playing it. So pretty much we're all supposedly reach all at the same level, so we can all play together and actually hunt stuff together. So pretty much, you know, having that good synergy with your team. That's why I'm also playing a Jane, because there are 2 deluxe already, and I'm just happy playing something different. We have a Kaching, a deluxe, 2 deluxe, and 1 Kaching. So either or, somebody's probably gonna end up like, you know, changing their deluxe for something else. I do suggest that somebody gets a Chi-Chi. That would be really nice. But you know, like team synergy, man, it helps. That's why I like Alright, I've killed those 2. So this guys are dead. This guy's dead. That guy is dead. Alright, I know there's something else here. I know that there's a monster that I haven't killed yet. Oh, these guys. There's a monster here. I forgot. There's a bunch of hilichurls there. But yeah, so that's how I'm actually thinking about like what is actually winning in this game. This would be really sad if it felt like a never-ending story. There needs to be like a goal. There needs to be like some that light at the end of the tunnel. Hopefully, exists for people in this game. Because if not, you know, like why are you playing the game, man? Oh man, I missed. Alright, so these guys are done, these guys are done. Well, there's this guy here that I want to kill. There's another Mighty Turtle here. Kill that dude. Alright, that's some fish. Yep. Anyway, let's go to the Mighty Turtle that I was telling you guys about. He's usually hiding here behind that, you know, behind that arch. He's actually on the right side. He's just chilling there, sitting down. So gotta kill this dude too. Boom. So here, or in here at Stonegate. So what I do is I swap the Mona and recover some stamina, and hope that we can make it to that island thing before we run out of stamina. Because I need to cross towards that part. Nice. Sweet. I have enough stamina to reach here with my water body. So let's recover stamina here first. After recovering some stamina here, there's gonna be a Alright, so after recovering stamina over here, I go back to Luna. And I'm gonna go back on that way so I can get whatever is on top. Like, I usually do this route daily, anyways. Just go here, make it over this way, climb up, and start farming this area before I actually start my leeway run. Here's the leeway run. Like, this is gonna give me a lot of baby fox meat. So this is also a nice place to pick up frogs. Because I think frogs are gonna be the next big thing when it comes to actually elemental potions. Because it's coming soon, man. It's coming soon. The dungeon's gonna be so hard that you'll need to drink some kind of elemental potion to increase your resistance to the elements by that time. Like, suddenly it'll become a need. That's why I'm picking up my frogs. Oh man. Frog. Squirrel. Dandelion seeds. You know, so pretty much everything in this game you pick up, you will need somehow, one way or another. That's why I think, you know, just being, you know, vigilant when you're just picking up stuff is a big thing. It actually contributes to how much so-called winning in this game. Contribute to what the so-called winning. So yeah, you know, I don't need a mobile cooking set. I got this villager. This villager will give me a, you know, a place to cook. Alright. Dandelion seeds some more. It's actually, this is the place where I end up every day before I actually like move on to the way. If there's something I missed, most likely the book will tell me if there's something I missed. But I usually end up killing the Kotoi brothers on top of that ridge. They're the, you know, they're the last people I killed. If I miss something, the book's gonna tell me. Nothing here but a bush. I'm gonna try something. So if I actually like ran away from that guy, will he remove his shield? If I just like moved away? Let's see, let's see. Alright, so if he moved away, if I moved away and did he remove his shield? Oh my god, he did! Oh damn! That is crazy. I'm gonna do that soon. Alright, so that works. Because I always thought that they won't remove their shield. But if you actually move away from those dudes, they will remove their shield if the battle music disappears. So what you do is you kill one of them, you move away, let your cooldowns reset, move forward, and you know. But if you can kill them in one go without doing it, you know, do it. But you know, like I could do it, but I'm gonna be throwing all my ults in. I'm kind of stingy with my ult. So yeah, that's something fun to do. I mean, something that you could actually ponder upon. Yep, it takes 48 hours for Joy and Chili to grow that. Like Joy and Chili, you know, if you're upgrading, if you're like, you know, working on Shanling or just turning it into Jade parcels, always a good pickup. Always a good farm. There you go. Joy and Chili, man. Good stuff, good stuff. Joy and Chili, always good, man. Oh yeah, where did I... Man... I didn't go to the hole. Because this is like a watering hole. Oh, I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. And you know, like it's a good place where you definitely find there's like four lotus heads there. I think I already passed by a while ago. But this is the usual place where I actually end up after my Mondstadt run.
Wow, it's not turning on anymore.
Oh, is it blinking?
Yeah,
It's blinking, so it's not dead. It's dead is red.
yung bot ayaw.
They tried killing it, like power down everything.
There you go.
Anyway, like for me, this is usually like the end of the Mondstadt run. So if I'm looking at it, it takes me an hour 40 minutes after you go through Mondstadt.
Wala na eh.
What? What does it say?
Warning. Condition detected swappable.
Oh damn. Maybe it's the memory's starting to get bad.
Wanna save changes? What?
Alright. Anyway, guys, this is the end of my Mondstadt run. Hopefully, you guys gonna be coming on with us. Please do check out our
Do I
streams.
save?
I don't know yet. I need to read that. Anyway, do check us out also on Facebook. We also stream there pretty much daily. It's www.fb.gg/GamelifePH. Anyway, thanks again for watching, man. And hopefully, whatever information that you guys gleaned out of this stream would be helpful in your life in Teva. Anyway, thanks again for watching. And it's your boy Pao saying goodbye and good night. And see you in the next one. Bye.